Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest today for One Man Show Podcast episode 49, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, I want to talk already. No, just wait, hold on real quick. Come on, the people love me. Yes. All right, everybody. This is a real vampire. He's been living near me, to say the least. And yeah, it took a lot of effort to get him tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Count Van Chankla. Hello there. I am Count Van Chankla, and I am over 2,000 years old. Yes, correct. Now, I'm an old guy, okay? So, I these are my lifetime songs, and you can barely hear me. So, I must pick up these rain dancers. Oh, there we go. That is much better. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the One Man Show Podcast. And I am your host tonight. I feel your brain with fright. That rhymed. Now, I guess, I told you, move on over. It's October. That rhymed too. And the people don't want to be spooky, scared. So I come out from the night, from the shadows. And I'm here to entertain. So welcome to Interview with a Vampire. So please ask away, ask your questions in the chat. I will be here for at least an hour and a half, maybe, depending on how things go. Okay, first let's see who's in the chat. Oh, we have my good buddy, Hades, El Infierno. He's very cool guy. What else we got in here? We have Jeremy. Nice. Jeremy. Welcome. Please ask your question whenever you want. Now, you're probably wondering, where in the hell are all the vampires? Well, let me tell you, they're not really happy with me even talking about us live here on the Facebook. But I tell them, vampires are people too. Yeah, that's what I say. I am drinking my special concoction tonight. This is Blood Light. It's very tasty. And there's blood in it, so I can drink it without puking. Oh, that tasted like goat blood. A little bit of goat blood. And pumpkin spice. face. Ah, ah, ah. I'm so thirsty. I can't wait to talk to you guys tonight. I have here some more Blood Light, and it's in the My For Dad's Coolie. Very cool, guys. They have a show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. here on Facebook Live. Very funny dudes. Check them out tomorrow night. And it keeps my beer cool, so I can talk to you guys tonight, okay? I'm sure your questions will be rolling in. We have at least an hour and a half. I just woke up, so I'm ready to hit the internet, watch Netflix, and maybe some Hulu. And you know I'm going to watch that Disney Plus. But first, I'm so thirsty. Every time I wake up in the morning. Excuse me, the nighttime. I get confused because nighttime for me is my morning. And I can't go outside because I'll die. Yes, because of sunlight. You know, you've seen the movies. If I go outside, I will burn to a crisp. I will become a little hot tortilla that was left on the stove for too long. So I must drink my Blood Light. Okay. I will tell you how I became Count Van Chankla. You see, I was 28 years old, over 2,000 years ago. It was a dark and stormy night. I had just awoken because I was working in the mine down south. I was putting on my mining hat, my mining shoes, and I had my mining pickaxe. It was like Minecraft, except it wasn't fun. It was really hard labor. So there I was pickaxing away. I was just mining. There was sweat on my brow. Everyone left their shift already. They said, you are working 12 cents a day. So, for 1 year, 12 cents a year. And that was the day I got paid. So I said, you know what? I need the overtime. So I stayed late. And there I was. I was with my pickaxe, and I was a 1, a 2, a 3. And then out of nowhere, I hear a voice. It said, "Hey there, young fella, what you doing?" And I was scared because I thought everyone had left. I thought it was my boss, Charlie. So I said, oh, you know, Charlie, just trying to make an extra 100th of a cent over here. Then the voice spoke again. It said, I'm not Charlie, man, but I'm mighty hungry. You got any food? I did not have any food. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I was so hungry. Sometimes I would stick little gemstones in my mouth just for the flavor. Sapphire tasted really good. Very good, in fact. So I said, my friend, I have no food. I am just a laborer. Please leave me be. I'm trying to earn money for my family. But he came closer. He said, feed me, Seymour, feed me.
And I said, my friend, my name is not Seymour. It is Pepito Van Chankla. He persisted. He said,
Feed me, Seymour, feed me.
so I gave him all I had, which was my right arm. And I let him bite it. And before I knew, before it was even one split second, he came out and he bit me. Ah! My neck, it felt like 1,000 scorpions injected their needle pincers and tail stinger thingy right into my neck. I said, what are you doing? You're going to kill me. And then, that is when I felt it. I was hungry, but not for steak or lobster or vegetables. I was hungry for blood. So I beat him back like a rabid chihuahua. And he spoke again.
Ah, fool, damn. That hurt.
And he ran away, never to be seen again. I was filled with the taste, the sweet, sweet taste of blood. It was so beautiful. It was like love at first bite. So I drank. I drank all the blood on the floor. I drank all the blood on the walls. I drank until I could not drink anymore. And my body, it began to change. I was having a seizure. All the gemstones I had in my mouth for flavor, I spit them out. After that, I knew I was no longer the same. I could see my spirit leave from my body. It said goodbye and good luck. I had become a creature of the night. I became not Pepito Van Chankla that night. No. I became Count Van Chankla. And pretty much after that, I chilled around in Texas. And, I did some traveling. Oof. 2,000 years old. I've done a lot of things I regret. But I've managed to do a couple good things in my life. And it's just the beginning for me because I'm a vampire. Okay, let's see if we have any questions in the chat. Feel free to leave question in the chat for a vampire. This is Interview with a Vampire after all. Okay, Jeremy, hey, like I mentioned before, I was 2,000 years old. I'm 2,000 years old today. And we have another question from Gabrielle. And she asked, what do you eat when you have a sweet tooth? Whew. You see, let me explain my diet. I used to only thirst for virgin blood. Now I know that sounds a little crazy, but 2,000 years ago, things were different, okay? I'm proud to say that today I'm almost human-free. That means I don't drink blood from humans for the most part. I'm trying to be a good boy. I usually now eat animals for their blood, and over time my stomach still gets a little gassy, but I'm able to survive from the nutrients from the blood that makes this dead body alive. Who, if I had some virgin blood right now, I would look like 15. But hey, I've been drinking a lot of animal blood, and this is how I look. But you take what you can get. So everything I eat, pizza has to have blood on it. So I went to a chef and I told him, hey, sir, chef, I need a hot sauce with blood in it. And he said, take this, don't kill me, please. And he gave me this special formula. It's called plasma sauce. It's a hot sauce. It's got blood in it. Delicious. And I can put it on barbecue ribs. I can put it on, coleslaw, whatever I want. As long as there's a little bit of blood in there from unknown sources, then I'll be okay. Okay. I know you see in the movies, in the Twilight and what will I do in the shadows? Well, you know what I do in the shadows? Naughty things to myself. But I also eat in the shadows because it's hot out there. So I put plasma sauce on maybe a donut when I'm having, a sweet tooth. I put a little plasma sauce on it. Good to go. Mwah. Okay. Thank you, Gabrielle, for your question. And thank you, Jeremy, for your question. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I have some questions. Thank you, Jeremy. Yes, it is my birthday today. And it's also Jason Lee Boyson's birthday. Happy birthday, sir. You are a very talented man. Everybody go check out My For Dads. Speaking of My For Dads, we are going to do some shout outs here on the show. Then we will get back to more interview with the vampire. Here we go. First up, we have, who do we have first? Yes, we have Comedy Sports. If you have never seen improv match head-to-head with two improv teams, you got to check out Comedy Sports. You can catch them at, they got Facebook, CSZA. Let me look it up real quick because I don't want to give away wrong information. Just search Comedy Sports San Antonio on Facebook, and you will find all the good stuff. And they had a beautiful match last night. It was free for October. Definitely go to, I almost got it. Go to www.cszsa.com to check out all their cool stuff. You can sponsor one of their shows. Very funny people over there, and they are very good people. Check out Comedy Sports. Up next, we have the Bear Stage, a Twitch channel. Very sad to see that the Bear Stage has closed down for now, but I know they will be back making people laugh. And I am looking forward to it. Definitely check out Bear Stage Twitch channel to see all their conversations they have down there. Good stuff, good stuff. And oh, you know what? I need another drink. Hoo-wee. I feel that I need more blood. Whoo. I hope everyone's having a good Friday night. Hope you're staying inside cozy and just laughing a little bit because the world is nuts. I thought it was nuts 2,000 years ago. Boy, it is even crazier today. Little blood light to cool me off. Oh, yes, we have my four dads. Happy birthday, Jason. Cheers to you, man. You're doing an awesome thing with your group. Very fun. They are already over 30 shows. Definitely check them out tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Oh, yes, we have heavy metal wrestling. Now, as a vampire, I love seeing people get hit, smashed, thrown across the room. It's the best. And I'm telling you right now, San Antonio has its own wrestling promotion. Check out heavymetalwrestling.com. They are partnering with IWTV. And they're making some content for all their wrestling fans. And they have some matches up right now on IWTV. So check out Heavy Metal Wrestling. Even YouTube it, Twitch, Heavy Metal Wrestling Twitch channel. Great stuff. San Antonio, support your local things. And I believe that's all the shout outs I have today. Oh, yes. Tomorrow night, Simply Courtney. Great guy. Chris got to interview him a long time ago. He's a very funny dude. Tomorrow night, he will be on My Four Dads, 8 p.m. Saturday night. Now, let me pull up some more questions and see if we got any more questions for a vampire in the chat. Gabrielle also asked, where can she get plasma sauce formula? Now, Gabrielle, plasma sauce for a human, you don't want to drink other people's blood. Unless, it's, I don't want to, it might be a fetish for, maybe, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't judge people, but plasma sauce, you can get a bottle for like $20. It's pretty good salsa. I put it on my tacos, my tamales, and my eggs in the morning, in the nighttime, because that's when I wake up, because I'm a vampire. Damn it. All right, we have another question coming in. Who is the question from? The question is from from our buddy Daniel. And he says, what's your favorite drink? Bloody Mary or Shark Attack? Now, there's not a lot of things I'm afraid of, Chupacabra, not afraid of him. I've met him, nice guy. He loves drinking blood. We both do. Sometimes we go out together, kill a couple goats, suck out some blood, freak people out. But he's a really cool guy. I'm not scared of Bigfoot. I've met him, great guy. I've met Loch Ness Monster, pretty scary. But I tell you what, I'm not a big swimmer, especially at nighttime, because you don't know what's in the water. Those sharks in the water, now those are the real deal. And that's how I feel. And that rhymed as well. Bloody Mary. I do enjoy a Bloody Mary. What I don't enjoy is going in the bathroom, turning off all the lights, and saying 3 times, Bloody Mary. Oh, I'm going to say it again. Oh, shit. Bloody Mary. Oh, let's turn off the light. Let's see if it comes out. Oh. I don't like this at all. Oh, shit. Do I say it? Do I not say it? I'm going to say it. Bloody Mary. You thought I got you. I got you. I know I did. Oh, that was fun. But yes, I do enjoy a Bloody Mary. I usually drink that or a Blood Light. Thank you for your question, Daniel. I like my Blood Lights with a little chamoy on them. I go pretty good, pretty good. Okay, I got some questions the other day, and I will answer those as well because this is Interview with the Vampire, and we are just getting started. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You can watch this later on the YouTube, Scram TV. Check out the Patreon page at www.patreon.com/One Man Show Podcast for all of Chris's work. That guy, he works hard, He deserves a like or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a Blood Light, see if he likes it. But he is relaxing today. He's a little tied up. He's fine. He's fine. He's in the corner doing his thing. But yes, he is quite the fellow. Okay, we have a question from Angelica Lucio. She is Chris's old improv partner when he was in Viewer's discretion is advised a long time ago. Pre-pandemic. Okay. She asked, Angelica, thank you for the question. She said, do your meals take a lot of aspirin or blood? Do your meals that take a lot of aspirin or blood thinners have you hungry again in an hour? Okay, do the meals that take a lot. Okay, I get it now. I'm a hungry vampire. I usually travel around with a little belt that has blood shakes. Sometimes I pump a little iron, drink a blood shake, so I get very hungry all day. And if I'm at the gym at night, because most of those gyms are 24 hours. Sometimes, I try not to get next to anybody because I'll be tempted, I'll be doing a squat, and I almost bite someone. So I try to avoid that. And the blood shakes, they work every time. I haven't bitten a human in like 60 days. Okay, up next, we have another question from my buddy, Hades del Infierno. He says, do you put familiars as dependents on your taxes? I have a familiar. His name is Igor, little Igor. And he always brings me beer, ceviche. Sometimes he makes little cookies and feeds them to my mouth. Igor, bring me a beer. You got it, master. Here you go. Thank you. See, look, he brought me a beer and there's a My For That's Coolie on it. Oh, those guys are so cool. Happy birthday, Jason. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. But anyway, I digress. Thank you, little Igor. He actually puts me on his taxes because I depend on him. In the morning, early in the morning, I'm trying to get the breakfast, sandwich from McDonald's or Taco Bell or everything. Nowadays, even via bus stop, they sell breakfast sandwich there. I need breakfast sandwich at nighttime. So what he does during the day, he gets me the nice breakfast sandwich, puts it in the refrigerator. When I wake up at night, I heat it up. So I depend on him to get stuff during the day. You know, sometimes the mall closes like at 5:30 p.m. and I can't get those, Zoomies, Supras that I've been eyeing for so long on the interweb. So I send out little Igor. He buys the Supras, he brings them home. So I depend on him. And he also depends on me because he wants to become a vampire. And if he keeps, he keeps making me happy, and then in 10 years or whenever I want to turn him into a vampire. And if I carry the 2 minus 5, it's my birthday. Hey! So yes, every year he puts me on his taxes. He gets the $1,200 or whatever, and he's able to buy, nice little hats for his hump, because little Igor has he calls it his little body, but it's actually a pretty big sized hump on his back. It's like the size of a beach ball. So he needs all the help he can get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Let's check the chat again. See if we got any more questions. Holly Michelle Keaton, thank you for watching. This is Interview with a Vampire on the One Man Show podcast. I took over it. You know what I said? I'm tired of not saying nothing. I need to come out, talk to the people. They need to know about vampires and my life. And the only way you can see me, because, there's mirrors and stuff, the only way you can see me is because of this green screen right now. If this thing was gone, you'd just be hearing sounds and not seeing anything. Very unfortunate. But thank you to Chris and his power, his knowledge of streaming and video skill. He's able to bring you this nice production. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, up next we have a question from my buddy, Michael V. And he asked, after you suck, do you swallow? Now, let me tell you one thing right now. I suck. And I suck a lot because I need blood to survive. And if I don't swallow it, then that will be a waste. And I would no longer be alive because I'm a vampire. And vampires need blood to survive. So yes, I definitely suck. And I definitely swallow. I've been doing it for 2,000 years. And I like being a vampire. Some people say, don't you get bored? And I say, yeah, but then I open up Twitter and hilarity ensues. Birds are not real. I learned that the other day. And I've been pondering that for over 1,500 years. Out of nowhere, there I was. Then this thing flies over me and then goes, ha! And I was fucking terrified. But I heard that they're not real. This question, it puzzles me. All right, another question. Michael Balcom. Oh, Michael Balcom. He's sometimes when I work out at night, I make sure I invite that guy because one time he cut his finger while he was lifting 400 pounds somehow with his neck. The weights cut his neck just a little bit, and the blood was dripping all over the weights. And when he left, I was like, hey, Michael, nice workout. Thank you for spotting me. We leave. He goes to hit the shower or whatever he does after his workout. Takes a picture, maybe loads it up to Insta or whatever. I don't know. It's not like I stalk these people. And then I couldn't help myself. All the transformation within his body from his dedication he's become a giant muscle, not only in his muscles, but then up here too. And I knew I had to have that blood. So there I was, licking up the blood all over the floor. And the dumbbells, I was embarrassed. I got kicked out. They said, hey, don't do that. It's scary. You're freaking everybody out, even the children. And I told them, Why the fuck is your child, over there lifting weights? He's 2 years old, for Christ's sake. I'm not allowed over there anymore. That Blood Light is delicious. Ooh, tell you what. Oh, the questions, they just keep coming in. They keep coming in. Mike L., he says, if your lifespan is longer than a human, are most history teachers vampires? Now that one right there, that is a real head scratcher. Most of my friends that I know and are particularly good looking are from the outside look like very young, attractive teachers, but in fact, they are vampires. Yes, it is true. How else do you think they know so much? How else can they know what happened at the Battle of the Alamo? They tell you all the details, every fact. History teachers are vampires. Oh, yes, I hate to break it to you, but now you know. So when you see your history teacher, he's actually wearing very, very powerful sunscreen. Sometimes I wear it when I want to go to the beach. I feel a little nostalgic. I went to the beach 1,500 years ago one time. It was great. I love it. Sometimes I want to go there, feel like a human being. So I put on the very, very expensive, very powerful sunscreen. This is like 2 million SPF, I tell you. And it keeps you alive for a couple of hours, enough to teach, a couple courses. So if I'm really craving that Starbucks, I sometimes put on the, the 2 million SPF sunblock. It blocks the sun, I tell you that. You hold up a flashlight to your face, it won't even turn on. So yes, history teachers, vampires. Now, see if there's any more questions in the chat. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to give you a tour of my living room. But first, let's check the chat one more time so we don't skip over anybody's questions. Sophia, I am 2,000 years old. Right when, right after BC, I was born. Now, let me give you a tour with my vampire magic. You see, vampires have many powers. And one time I was going to the bathroom at the Jack in the Box. It was a while back. And I farted so loud, it blew up the toilet. And I said, holy shit. That was cool. So that's my special power. Yes, I can climb walls, I can fly, I can do all that, but my specific power is flatulence. And I don't get a lot of dates with that power, but, sometimes some guy is messing with me. He says, hey, you look like you're from the 70s. And I tell him, screw you, man. You don't know nothing. I go right up next to him. I bend over. I let it rip. And he blows back 10 feet. Never messes with me again. It works every time. All right, with the power of vampire magic, I'm going to take you guys to my living room. You guys are going to love it. And if you don't love it, I will track you in your sleep. I will whisper things into your head and make you regret not liking it. Okay, here we go. With the power of vampire magic. Yes. Yes, I'm getting so happy. Welcome. Welcome to my humble abode. This is where I hang out, you know. Sometimes I have the homies over. Sometimes I have Igor chilling over there, you know. Sometimes I invite Frankenstein, and he smokes his cigars right next to those portraits of white people. And yes, you know, this is where I relax. I've been living here for 2,000 years. I've customized everything. You see the chandelier over here, it's this rhino nails. Back then there were so many rhinos. They said, you know what, we have to kill them just to make room. And it was a long time ago, probably like 2,000 years ago or whatever. But nowadays, don't do that. Rhinos, very important, very important. But yes, this chandelier is a rhino horn. I thought, you know, maybe it look cool next to my Yeezys. And I was like, you know, it's up in the sky, whatever. Over here, I have this nice molding. It is gold encrusted by Tommy Hilfiger. Very cool friend of mine. He said, you know what, Count Van Chankla, I'm going to hook you up. It's going to look sweet. And it does. Look at it. Ooh, wow. You know, there's my little couch over here. Oh, let me tell you the stories on this couch over here. Oh, where do I even begin? That song, The Monster Mash. Well, I created a different song on that night. I created the Monster Smash. And let me tell you, when you have monsters over and they're smashing, they're not breaking, you know, expensive vases or Gucci flip-flops or, you know, windows made out of human skin. No, they're not doing that. It was it was the great orgy of 1-1-1-1. Oh man, it was so long ago, but I remember like it was yesterday. And yes, monsters were mashing. Monsters were smashing. All inside my humble abode. Over there we had the bearded lady. She was making out with the other bearded lady. Very cool. And then over here we had the werewolf, and he was getting it on with another werewolf dude. Very cool, no judgment. It's an orgy, you know, things happen. And man, I was so proud of that day. I could cry, and I did cry. I cried because all my monster friends, they were together. We were in and outside of each other. It was a beautiful scene. Igor was on chains, and back then chains was PCP. So Igor, he was fighting everybody. He was fucking the ice machine that we got from the future. That's a whole different story. I don't want to get into it. But when you're a vampire, you get freaky deaky. I mean, you sin for at least every day you're sinning. So yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Good times, good times. And when you live this long, I tell you what, you learn a lot, but also you act really dumb. Great orgy. Everyone was pleased. Everyone was satisfied. We all got the pancakes afterwards. It lasted for at least 4 days. I lost track of time. I was, trying to please everybody. I was trying to be a good host. We had swings, there was chains, whips, safe words. No, and we had this contraption. It was like a motor, like a boat motor, with penises on it. It was crazy. I tell you what, it was pretty fun. I can't lie. People were smoking CBD, ABC, THC. It was, everyone had a good time. I will never, throw another one like that again. Okay, back to the questions. Let's see if we have any more questions. Thank you for watching the interview with the vampire. Sophia, my name is Count Van Chankla. And my family, the way we made our fortune, you see, we invented the chancla. Before the chancla, people would hit each other with sticks. And, sometimes you could knock somebody out with a stick. You could even kill them. So parents, papis and mamas, they said, I need a device so I can discipline my child, but also, not get any phone calls or people coming over saying, hey, why does little Jimmy have a black eye next to his left ear? You know what I'm saying? So my mama and my papa, they came up with this contraption. They called it the chancla. And that's why grandmothers are feared all over the world. If I see a chancla today, I still get scared. I'm like, oh, my family did that. I'm sorry. So yes, that's my name, Count Van Chankla, and we invented the chancla. Very proud of it, but also it's like it got a little weird after a while. Now it's become a crack. I see people getting hit with cracks, and it's like, I'm old school. My chanclas back in the day were made out of wood, because wood was everywhere for some reason. You got to love Mother Nature. Let's see if we have any more questions. It is 7:52. It's almost 8 o'clock. And I just woken up from my slumber. But this is my living room. Let's see if we have any more questions. I thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow night, make sure you check out my four dads. Very cool guys. Hilarious guys. Improv comedy. They're doing it right online in this virtual world. Because, we've got to keep a little distance from each other, just for now. But who knows when we will come back to see each other face to face. Maybe then I can sneak up next to you while you're sleeping and take a little nibble. Okay. Now I want to take you to my favorite place in the whole entire world before we close out the show. It is very, very close, very, very dear to my heart. I visit this place every day. Yep, with the power of vampire magic, we are my favorite place in the whole entire world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this, you know what this is. I don't even have to say it. It's a graveyard. When you live so long, you see your best friends and your buddies, your lovers, your girlfriends, your boyfriends. You see them grow up, they live their entire lives, and then they end up here. And I have plenty of good times over there. There's J.S. Davis, me and him. Oh man, you've got to remember your peoples, okay? Never forget them. Me and J.S. Davis, we were at this frat party, and I bought everybody beer because, me, I had an ID when I was, 21. Things got wild, I tell you what. And I told him, he's the only person I ever told, I was a vampire. And he said, hey, make me a vampire. So after we drank a couple blood lights, I beat him, but he did not drink my blood. And we were so sloshed, it was crazy. He thought he was a vampire. He said, I'm a vampire. He was on top of the building and he tried to fly. And then smack, hit the ground. It was scary. Everybody freaked out. The cops came. I hopped the fence and I woke up in a different country the other day. So I come here and I remember J.S. Davis. He was a good guy. He helped me get through Algebra 3. And I will always remember J.S. Davis. And oh man, we had some good times together. And you have to live in the now. Enjoy your company. Enjoy your friends and family. Because that's all you can do. Oh, who else we got here? Oh, my good buddy, G. Galley. Oh, yes, me and, oh, man, G. Galley. Oh, I get sentimental to think about her. That was my first love. Oh, I have a picture I painted of her. Let me get it real quick. Who, G. Galley, who, I tell you what, she had legs that wouldn't quit. Legs for days. And also she was very smart. She got her PhD in brain science. She graduated top of her class. And she built a robot out of ramen noodles and crochet paper and computer parts. Very smart person. I painted this with my own blood, with my own bodily fluids, my semen, and a couple wild animals from outside, so I can make the reds, the blues, the greens, the grays. I love this woman. I wanted to make her a vampire, but I did not. I did not want her to suffer the loneliness that comes with being alive for so long. So I remember her every day. Make sure you remember your loved ones every day. Live in the now. Be in the moment. Mwah! Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for me to go on about my day. I thank you for coming. I thank you for hanging out with a vampire. It's October. It's a spooky month. Spooky things happen sometimes, but as long as you're calm and cool, you'll be okay. Remember, live in the moment. Tell your friends you love them. Kiss your mom on the cheek if you can. If not, send her a text saying I love you. Because that's what you can do nowadays, safely. I am a vampire. I have done bad, so much bad. But I've also tried to do good, so do good. Be the best person you can be. Enjoy yourself. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have felt alive for the very first time talking to you in so long. And from the bottom of my cold, dead, black heart, I, Count Van Chankla, wish you a happy October. Thank you for listening to One Man Show Podcast. Thank you for supporting the San Antonio improv scene. Thank you for being so unique. Lift each other up. Help each other. I'm going to drink so much more Blood Lights and have a good weekend safely, responsibly. I'll see you on the flip side. Or the south side. Sometimes I hang out by the Mama Margie's eating blood tacos because I put the plasma blood sauce. If you have any goats and you need them to not exist anymore, hit up, Instagram. Yeah. I'm trying to raid the blood bank right now, but I'm telling you, they won't let me in. Have a good night, everybody. And remember, the spookiness is in the shadows. Ah, 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 ah.